Hi, I'm Chantel. So I'm going to take you around my studio, which is actually at my house. So I work in the back, kind of a converted shed, sort of lovely leafy backyard out in Margate, which is in Moreton Bay. I have to admit I haven't really been working in the studio the past few months because I have a tiny little infant. However, I have a few commissions coming up, so I can show you what I've been working on inside my house on my lap and out in the studio. So I have a kind of a one half of a double shed, which I use for a lot of storage of 3D collage works that have been in exhibitions, sculpture, basically materials, everything. And I use this studio out here more so for making really large work, and my stitch works, I have the benefit of them being mobile, so I can make them in my living room, in bed if I want, or anywhere I want to, because I'm working on such small details at a time, which will contribute to a much larger work. So that tends to be how I work. I'm not really tied down to a massive studio all the time. I've been in this studio for about 3 years now. It's probably the first time that I've had actually a very large studio that I can get very dirty and that I don't have to share. So these are some of the small patches of stitching that I've been working on. These aren't for a specific artwork. However, these are kind of the small bits that I do that are almost like, I guess, gouache studies or drawing or diary taking, if you like. I have a couple of large works coming in the next few months where I'll be making larger sort of subversive sculpture using lots of stitching and lots of embellishments. So these small little patches are what I do, I guess, as research, or how a painter would undertake gouache studies, or how someone would sketch in the evening. That's kind of how I see them. So over here I have a lot of old performance stills and other things. As one of my favourite books, The Subversive Stitch by Rossica Parker. I read this book and passages of it a lot when I'm undertaking installational work that involves stitching. It talks so much about the relationship between women and embroidery, but it takes it away from being viewed within a craft only or a domestic context, and that's exactly what I'm very interested in when I look at deconstructed embroidery or deconstructed stitching.